Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos are not just television personalities. They are partners whose lives intertwine both on and off the screen. Their story reminds us that behind the polished smiles and scripted segments, real emotions, pressures, and vulnerabilities exist. The sudden morning when Mark didn't show up for the broadcast revealed the fragility and strength of their connection. What seemed like a shocking absence on television was, in reality, a deeply human moment. A pause to reclaim personal clarity, reflect, and reconnect. This narrative goes beyond celebrity drama. It showcases how even the strongest partnerships require space, honesty, and patience. Through this story, we witness love, navigating fear, communication, and the weight of public expectation, turning a moment of anxiety into a testament of mutual care and understanding. The unexpected absence. On a seemingly ordinary Tuesday morning, the routine energy of the studio masked an undercurrent of tension that only Kelly could sense. While crew members prepared for the broadcast and audiences murmured in anticipation, Mark was conspicuously absent. His habitual grand entrances, full of humor and playfulness, were nowhere to be seen. Initially, Kelly chalked it up to small delays, traffic, coffee, or a simple misstep. But as the final seconds approached, the truth became undeniable. A note, brief and handwritten, communicated a sudden, unexplained absence. The simplicity of the message, apologetic yet decisive, contrasted with the complex emotions it triggered. Kelly had to maintain composure on air while internally processing shock, worry, and a profound sense of disorientation. This moment revealed how quickly the predictable rhythms of life can shift and underscored the pressure public figures face to perform even when the personal world tilts unexpectedly. Processing shock and concern after the broadcast, Kelly retreated to her dressing room, grappling with a mixture of worry and disbelief. The note's message didn't align with what she knew of Mark's character. He wasn't impulsive or prone to sudden disappearances. Her attempts to call him went unanswered, heightening anxiety and prompting reflection on decades of shared life. Memories of parenting, shared routines, celebrations, and hardships flooded her mind. The realization struck that their life together, and the show they co-created, was built brick by brick, with mutual trust and interdependence. This absence threatened more than a single day of work. It disrupted the intricate web of their personal and professional bond. In this space of uncertainty, Kelly's vulnerability became palpable, showing audiences that even people who appear strong publicly experience profound fear when faced with the unknown about a loved one. The weight of public scrutiny. As the hours passed, news outlets exploded with speculation. Headlines amplified the mystery of Mark's sudden disappearance, and social media buzzed with rumors. Kelly, however, chose not to engage with the external chaos. Her focus remained on locating and understanding Mark, prioritizing the emotional reality over public perception. The contrast between her internal focus and external scrutiny illustrated the pressure of living life in the public eye. For a public figure, private distress is immediately commodified for entertainment. Yet Kelly's choice emphasized grounded empathy over performative response. She resisted the pull of speculation, demonstrating the power of internal clarity in the face of external noise. This segment of the narrative humanizes her, showing that even under a spotlight, authentic concern and patience take precedence over audience expectation. A heart-to-heart call. Finally, later in the day, Mark reached out. Their conversation revealed the depth of his emotional struggle and the reason behind his absence. He needed space to reflect and reassess his life, away from the performance of television. His voice carried remorse and longing, reflecting the internal conflict between personal well-being and public responsibility. Kelly listened, processing the magnitude of his exhaustion and emotional weight. She recognized that Mark's withdrawal was not a rejection, but an attempt to reconnect with himself. Their dialogue highlighted a crucial aspect of partnership. Sometimes love means allowing space and understanding vulnerability without immediate resolution. This intimate exchange reflected the reality that relationships thrive when honesty, patience, and emotional presence guide decisions, even under the pressures of a high-profile life. Reconciling and understanding. Kelly's response to Mark's confession revealed the complexity of partnership. She acknowledged his need for solitude, while expressing her own feelings of worry and frustration. The conversation reflected mutual respect. Mark admitted fear of disappointing her, and Kelly navigated the tension between empathy and concern. They both confronted the paradox of love and responsibility, how caring deeply can make decisions simultaneously painful and necessary. By giving each other space and acknowledging emotions without judgment, they reinforced the foundation of their partnership. This moment underscores that understanding in a relationship often emerges not from immediate action but from reflective communication. It is a reminder that love is tested not only in daily routines, but in moments that demand vulnerability, patience, and trust. Returning to the public eye with honesty. The next morning, Kelly faced the audience to address the incident with honesty, courage, and composure. Her brief, heartfelt statement reassured viewers. While honoring both Mark's autonomy and their partnership, she acknowledged the pressures of public life and emphasized the importance of personal well-being. By framing the narrative around human emotion rather than speculation, she modeled grace under scrutiny. The statement transformed a potentially sensationalized event into a teaching moment about patience, understanding, and love. Audiences witnessed that transparency, even in public, can coexist with privacy, setting a powerful example of navigating life's challenges with integrity. Kelly's approach reflected not only her professionalism, but her role as a partner committed to emotional truth. Lessons in partnership and space. The entire episode illuminated essential truths about long-term relationships. Mark's decision to step back emphasized the importance of self-awareness and the courage to pause, even when obligations loom. Kelly's response highlighted the strength found in empathy, patience, and trust. Their story demonstrates that love is not about constant proximity or control, but about understanding, communication, and space for individual reflection. By navigating fear, confusion, and public pressure with compassion, they modeled how partners can maintain connection while honoring personal needs. This narrative serves as a relatable lesson. Partnerships thrive when honesty, patience, and mutual care guide actions, and when space is given to process emotions without judgment, a renewal of connection. Ultimately, the event became a reset, a reaffirmation of commitment and mutual support. Mark's reflection and Kelly's understanding strengthened their bond, turning a moment of crisis into one of insight and renewal. The quiet realization that stepping back does not equate to abandoning partnership underscores the balance of independence and interdependence in long-term relationships. Their reconciliation, framed by empathy and emotional honesty, transformed a shocking morning into a testament to resilience, love, and communication. This story reflects the deeper truth that relationships are living entities requiring care, reflection, and flexibility. The experience not only renewed their personal connection, but offered audiences a window into the delicate and beautiful mechanics of enduring love. Conclusion: the human side of love and life. This narrative reminds viewers that even highly successful public figures are not immune to fatigue, doubt, and the need for reflection. Kelly and Mark's experience highlights the balance between personal well-being and professional obligations, as well as the power of empathy, patience, and transparent communication. Their story is a reminder that love requires active listening, understanding, and space for growth. By navigating a sudden absence with grace, they modeled resilience and mutual respect. In the end, the episode wasn't about scandal or drama. It was about the humanity behind the personas, the importance of emotional honesty, and the enduring strength of a partnership built on trust, care, and authentic connection. Even in moments of uncertainty, love, patience, and understanding can create clarity